so then walk with me. It's a rainy afternoon, close to evening, here in magical Toronto City, and I'm your happiness navigator, pollinator of positivity, shape-shifting woman wizard. Yes, that's me, Melissa Mojo B, and we're just coming down towards Dufferin Arch, and it's quite a magical arch. And if you think about that, it's also an arc. So it's an energetic, strong point. We're going to just send out a beautiful frequency for the world from here. As always, broadcast with me, Melissa Mojo B. And anywhere you see Mojo Magic will be charged with Reiki and rainbow energy, cosmic rainbow energy, to activate, transmute, and evolve. And we're just going to put you forward. We're going to do a little blossom watch as we walk along. And this is actually where the FIFA big games are going to happen, right here at the Dufferin Gates. And we're going to be here for that, most likely. So definitely excited about what's to come in this season of happiness navigation on location. And also, of course, at the tree hive in the sky, look at this beautiful little tree bush, sending that green heart energy out to be. Oh, there's the Dufferin bus. And that's northbound here in magical Toronto City. And we are southbound to Springhurst on a beautiful, rainy, wizarding walk. We're just going to check out all the colors, talk about the chakra colors, what these colors mean if we're talking chakras. Beautiful purple. And we could talk about what plants those are too. I think these are a medicinal plant. Maybe later I'll take a shot of that and come back and we'll know what it is. But the purple, or violet, is often thought of as the crown chakra color. And that's definitely what we visualize as we are treating the crown chakra. We visualize that color of violet. Look, we're coming up to the Dufferin Arch. Hello. Hello, lovely. Look at, always under construction. Not only is the city always under construction, but we are, dear ones, always evolving. We use that cosmic rainbow energy to activate, transmute, and evolve. So we saw a purple flower, and we were talking about how that's for the crown chakra. Let me zoom in so you can see the Dufferin Arch. This is where the FIFA games are going to be held down here at the stadium in Toronto City. And Medieval Times is just right there as well. And this is in the neighborhood of the tree hive in the sky, where we've been going live. We're on a 100-day live stream challenge, and we're doing great at it. You can see that it's lit up down here because it's evening time here in Toronto City. And past that, you can probably see, look at that. There's the windmill and Medieval Times past that truck. There's a big building. I'm gonna wait for this guy to get out of the way and we'll take a little peek, okay? In the meantime, let's look around at some colors. So yellow color is for our solar plexus. That's right in the middle of our chest, just like between our ribs basically, but not right down in between them, but at the top of our rib cage. That's where we get the solar plexus, and that's for confidence. That's how we shine forward in the world. You gotta watch out for these crazy buses and trucks, and oh my goodness. But I did want to zoom in and show you that. What is Medieval Times over there, because we're not walking over there today, but we will be. But there's a good shot of it from here. All right, so we're right at the Dufferin Gate. We're going to probably be doing some happiness navigation on location in the crowds of people. We had 50,000 people down here on the weekend for a game. And I imagine they'll be cleaning up some of this construction signs and things in time for that, to make things look a little bit nicer down here. But we'll be making it look nicer because we'll be broadcasting this magic energy and intention through music, tunes, talk, and tarot. And just by being our magical selves. Okay, so back to the color. Oh, look at that one. It's like almost magenta burgundy. Ooh. This would be what I would think of like as a root chakra color. Hello, lovelies. Hello, everyone. Oh. And the color of our solar plexus, the sun, right? And this one here has got that deep red color for our root chakra, which is about security and teaching us how to be a bit fearless. Look at these lovely little rocks. I've actually met the lady who has this corner spot here, and she's quite lovely. She's definitely a woman wizard herself, and as you can tell, she's taking care with her gardens. Hello, Madeline. Hello, Christine. And hello, is that Surrey? Please always drop your name in the comments. Make it easy for me to see and easy for you to shout you out. Look at, we got a fun fair coming up on the 23rd of May. And I guess you can use those little codes if you want to know where that is here in magical Toronto City. Looks like a fun time. Bouncy castle, face painting, food and drinks, music and games, raffle draws. What more could you want? We're just walking around Toronto on a rainy day. We're just down here at the Dufferin Gate where they're going to be having the FIFA games. The big football or soccer, depending on who you are. Those games are coming up here in June and July. So we'll be broadcasting our energy and checking out all this stuff. Happiness navigation on location. Always checking out the sights and sounds and sending Reiki and good vibes. Look at that beautiful pink tree. Let's see if we can get it any closer on that one. Okay, zoom. Now look at that. It's dancing for us. Pink is a heart color for sure. What a beautiful little tree in full bloom, in its full glory. Yes, we're in Toronto City. And there's some little white daffodils, I guess, the last of the few, and there's some yellow ones again. Solar plexus. White would also be often thought of with the crown chakra, and pink, the color of love and sweetness. Look at it dancing for us. Thank you, beautiful tree. Thank you so much. Would you call it a tree? Would you call it a bush? Or would you call it just a plant? All right, what are we going to see on our way, on our wizarding walk in the rain together? Oh, these people always have like a nice thing happening here at 14. Let's take a peek in here. What do they have? See, what are they saying on the sign? It says, "Go away unless you have wine or beer. A package from Amazon or Girl Scout cookies. Friends, family, neighbors, always welcome." That's pretty cute. And then it says it's drink o'clock somewhere over there by our Muskoka chairs. And we got a hidden birdie friend, a crane of some kind. Ooh, aw, thanks for sharing, Christine. Thanks, everybody. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you can find me popping up your mojo poppins. You never know what you're going to find when my multi-passionate magic making self is out and about or at the tree hive in the sky making magic. And you know, we're also international, so you never know even what country we're going to be in. You can hear the birds. They like this bush right here. There you go. Look at these little tiny weeny buds coming out. Look. Oh, what are they going to do? We'll come back and find out. Oh yes, more yellow. What else we got? Oh, I gotta switch hands. It's a bit chilly. It's about, oh, I don't know, 9 degrees Celsius here in Toronto. There's some nice red tulips there. Again, for the root chakra. So while we're looking at this, it's actually treating that and helping us be a little bit more fearless, a little bit more brave, a little less scared. So I'm sending that intention for you. And we're just looking at these little sprouts and having that intention grow and grow and grow. All right. That ivy. Alrighty. There's some roses. They'll be popping out in June. That's the wonderful thing about taking a wizarding walk Things are always changing, aren't they? Violets. Oh, sneaky little violets. Look at how many there are. My mom's first name is Violet, but they called her Colleen. So she basically went by Colleen her whole life. But more recently, she's coming to use her lovely name, Violet. Look at this beautiful tree. Whoa. What do? I'm a Reiki master, trained, certified. And so I do magic energy, or if you want to think about it in a more scientific way, we're all made of energy, and there's ways to direct that. Also an expert in how to be happy, even through the hard times, and I've been sober for over 10 years of alcohol, so I have really learned how to deal with my feelings and go through things and find appreciation in the small things, because all things are small things, but the small things are also so big and beautiful. Like, for example, look at the color of that tree and that house together. There's like a brick red in the tree as well as the green, which is very light color, and it just goes so beautifully with this little house up here, which even has shingles, which is kind of quaint, right? And this beautiful tree, which is unusual. None of the rest of the trees look like that tree. We're so lucky to have so many different kinds of trees here in Toronto. There's a robin bobbing along over there. Let's see what else we have. I know there's a couple more beautiful gardens, and there's a yellow magnolia tree that's just about to be in full bloom. So we'll check that one out. Perhaps in the meantime, we'll cross the street over there and look at those lovely tulips. Actually, look, if we sneak down here, we can take a look at medieval times from a secret vantage point that only I can take you to right now. Are you excited? Look at the size of this beautiful house. Oh my God, look at the deck that wraps around upstairs and down. And look at the back. And again, with the quaint shingles. Look at, ooh la la. I should have my glasses on so I could read your comments. But the thing is when you have reading glasses, you have to take them on and off. And I need to walk too, so I can't quite see the comments as well as I'd like to. But when I stop, I will take a peek. And we're just gonna take a peek over the highway here, and we're gonna look over and see the misty medieval times. And what else is that? That's called the Liberty Grand down there. You can hear the highway though, I imagine. I'll put my umbrella down for a second so I can show you more. Ooh, this is a good little vantage point. Okay, we're gonna zoom in. I'm gonna make this pretty quick. Whew. It's warmer there than here, eh, Christine? In Massachusetts. Tell us where you're buzzing in from. There's that gate that we were talking about before, the arch, the arc, the lit up Dufferin Gate. And then just over this way, you see, oh, there's a train going by too. That's a Via. That's a more of a long distance train than the GO trains, this one. And we have the OVO Athletic Center across the way. But first, we were zooming in here. That's where we were in our navigation to look across the way there at medieval times. And again, Dufferin Gate, where they're going to have FIFA World Cup. And we've had 50,000 people down there last weekend. The stadium has really been, they've made it a lot bigger. And it's going to be quite the scene, and we'll be there. And medieval times, we'll have to go there one time together too, won't we? And then down the way, we have the Liberty Grand. That's there. And the back of medieval times, as well as the OVO Athletic Center, which has an owl, which we love. Being magic makers and all that. And look at that, there's a plane coming in too. Right in there. I wonder if I can zoom in one more time. catch it. Oh, it went into the mist. Oh, past the building. Yep, down in the way. Oh, it's coming through there. I'm gonna catch the end of it. There we go. Incoming. Who's traveling? Where are you going? Where's your next destination? I am gonna get back under my umbrella and get down from this. Look where I ended up. Up this kind of skater ramp. Now, I mean, you think I can just jump down out of here without injuring myself? Okay, I think so. Yeah, that was a good hop though, let me tell you. The things I do to show you around Toronto City and elsewhere. We were in Scotland in October, November of last year. Who knows what country we're going to be to next, but for now we enjoy where we are. It's the perfect place to be whenever we meet, because I'm your happiness navigator. I'm pollinator of positivity, and we find magical color and passionate appreciation of life everywhere we go. It's high vibe living, and it's Reiki energy, and it's just really about appreciating the little things and sharing more joy every divine day. Look at that star shining in the distance over there under the tree. And actually the CN Tower's there in the fog. Let's see if we can do one more zoom in. Oh, see if we can see it. It is very much misty at the moment. But maybe if I pop out a bit further. Yeah, there it is, babies. There's the CN Tower. Yep, in the rain. Out here loving the rain in my wizarding ways. And then we'll check in on that star that was over there under that tree, because it's also quite pretty. Where is it? Hiding. Oh, I think you might see it. There it is. Let's go back to the CN Tower one more time. There it is. CN Tower in the mist. We're at the Dufferin Gate, where we're going to have some big games coming in June and July. And as I was saying, we had a big game here on the weekend. It was 35 and a half. Hey, it's not 3/4, but it's pretty magical looking anyway. And look at these beauties. We got red and white mixed together, and some pink too. Tulips. Look at the perfection of the little drops in the rain. See, it's a magical thing to just appreciate those perfect drops and just have reverence and love. Like, romantic love is great, but the love of just a rainy day is also so magical. You live in Canada and it's not raining. Canada's a pretty big place. If you live in Canada, you know how big it is. I was just talking to my friend about how I hitchhiked across this beautiful country of ours out west when I was about 18 years old, and let me tell you, it took about 10 days of hitchhiking, and it would take about 7 days driving. It takes several days just to get out of my province, which would be like a state in many places, or an area. Let's zoom down to the CN Tower one more time. There it is. It certainly is raining in Toronto City, but I'm glad that wherever you are in Canada, it's not raining. And where are you at? And where is everybody else at in the beautiful wizarding world? And how are you making your day a little bit more magical today? For example, like if it's raining. Oh, look at, that's a pretty nice little street lamp right in the middle of someone's yard. I like, that's magical. These little birds flying around nicely. This is me making things quite joyful. No matter what. This building here reminds me of the Jeffersons or something. Anyone else? It's got that like 70s vibe about it. So much so. Okay, there's a couple more beautiful gardens, and then we're just gonna call it a wizarding walk. Then I'm gonna get back to the Hive, maybe have a nice bath, a nice soak tonight. So I make my own baths instead of putting a bunch of chemical things in there. I learned how to combine essential oils at a very diluted rate with some magnesium flakes, some Epsom salts, and we just get creative then. We can add different kinds of flowers. We can add even spices to our bath, like cinnamon for a nice warming bath. You could put some cinnamon sticks. And so we'll do some more wizarding in the apothecary as well. Look at that nice doorway. I like that one. That's pretty classy, isn't it? Ooh, I like it. Look at these crazy people that have no window coverings hardly. I can see what they're watching. Jeopardy! Who likes Jeopardy? And do you like the sound of the rain on the umbrella? There's another nice lamp. And another this guy's like, don't film my house. Nah, he just happened to be looking out. Look at these lovelies. Ooh. They smell good too, those ones. Ooh, pretty colored lights. That's a fun house. They're having fun in that one. Okay. I saw a coyote once right there. Right there, we were driving by in the truck. And there was a coyote. Oh, those are some cute little tiny ones. Oh my gosh, they're like the tiniest little trumpets. Oh, we're coming up on the yellow magnolia tree. Okay, wait a second. I think I'm gonna cross the street right here. We'll look at these first. I think it's raining. Do you think it's raining? Isn't it beautiful though? Well, thanks for staying around, Christine. We appreciate you and all of the kinds of days. You gotta have the sunny days and the rainy days to make things grow. There's a good song about that. It's only when it rains that we grow. We'll take a quick look at this cute little garden. We've been here before. We did a live here and actually sat here at this cute little garden and checked out, what's that? Our cute little statue friend playing us a tune. And also these birds, except they're ladybirds. Isn't that hilarious? Ladybirds. Somebody's pretty funny. All right, we got a rooster also hiding over there. Pitter patter. It's pretty down. These also nice houses, right? Ooh, I like this entranceway a lot. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lovely downtown Toronto on a wizarding walk. Appreciating the rain as much as we appreciate the sun. It's one of the best ways to go through life, is being grateful for all the things. Oh, I almost forgot to show you this hilarity. Is that a word? It is now. What do you think that is over there? Could you guess? Could you guess what it is? I don't know, but I'm going to zoom in so you can see closer. It's a drummer. It's an African drummer. And then what else do they have? They got these funny little boxes that are like a cat and I don't know what. And then over here, a bunch of stuffed animals that are, what, sentries? Or are they captives? This is the real question. Anyway, all right, onwards. Guess what? We've made it to the yellow magnolia tree. Look at how beautiful it is. There are not very many yellow magnolia trees in Toronto. And in fact, this is the only magnolia tree that is yellow that I have noticed or found. And this yellow is such a beautiful pale yellow. And it reminds me about being soft in our confidence, right? Because the solar plexus, yellow, is for confidence. But we don't want to let that become arrogance. So there's just a little hidden message there, is to be confident, because it's so important. A healthy ego is confident, but yet not to be arrogant as to, hurt others and maybe make them cry tears like this rainy day. So just to be soft with the confidence, but be confident for sure. Look at the blooming confidence in this lovely pale yellow magnolia tree here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as we take our little wizarding walk and appreciate every magic moment and all the colors, and how it's actually therapy just to look at colors. Look we haven't seen purple tulips yet, but there's some. Beautiful. Yeah. Well, it's hard to find blue flowers, but some kinds of flowers are purple so that they look like blue. But we do find these butterfly pea flowers, and they are blue, and they make a magical elixir where you can put these flowers into your water and infuse them. They turn it blue, like bright blue, and then you can actually add something to the butterfly pea flower infusion that makes it vibrant magenta, like almost like this right here. What do we call these? I forget. They always remind me of little sea turtles or something though, and they're also, oh I know, they have that name, oh my gosh, it's kind of a sad name, bleeding hearts, right? But I think of them looking like little sea turtles somehow. I don't know why. Swimming, if you can see them swimming sideways or something. But they are beautiful. Look at the hearts on that. Isn't that a gorgeous pattern of nature? Like, these are the things to appreciate on a rainy day when you otherwise might be sad and feeling a little blue or gray. Although there's nothing wrong with feeling blue or gray, because they also have their power. Look at the color of this. If you could see actually how vibrant. It's a darker red in person than it is on the camera, but you can see how it's almost glowing. And then we also have, we were talking about something that almost looks blue. Right, look at that, with the perfect little drops on it. Oh my gosh, I get so excited by these things. And being in the state of awe and reverence and joy is one of the most radical things we can do for the world, my friends, especially in a time that is a time of war in a lot of ways. Look at them. Don't they look like little turtles too, though? They look like little hearts and little turtles at the same time. Look at them. They even have little eyes and swimming. Aww. So, thank you for coming on this wizarding walk with me and appreciating all the textures and vibrancy that life has to offer. This prismatic perfection. It's hiding down there. Oh, some little tulips that are just about done. There's a few more on our way. And so we'll continue on. And then look one more time back at our beautiful yellow magnolia. We'll take a peek here at historic Dunmilk. This place has been here for a long time on this corner. Oh, isn't that just so good for the soul? All that color, all that intention. Ooh, I almost missed those ones. Gotta zoom in. One last zoom. Ready? Woo! Look at how cute they are, those little pink ones back there. Oh my goodness, they're little pointed perfections. Just love it. And there's Dunmilk right there. And this is on the corner. If you want to go down to the highway after, I wouldn't come down here in a car for the life of me during the FIFA World Cup. But this is how people will be entering in and out of those games, which is going to be crazy. And it's right in the neighborhood. So we'll be walking down there, and we'll be taking video, and we'll be sharing, because that's what we love to do, because sharing is caring. Look at the perfect little raindrops and everything. Oh, and that magnolia there is just about done. But honestly, I almost feel like walking up to the other one because it is in full bloom. My favorite one. Well, there's a nice one right there. We'll take a look at this one, and we'll cut through. Look at, isn't that the cutest store ever? It's so cute. So many nice flowers and stuff. Yay, Toronto City. You're beautiful in your own way. That's what we gotta do. Gotta love where we're at, no matter where we are. There's this and that. There's good and bad, but it's really all good. Was one of my sayings from the 90s. It's all good. And it still is all good. Look at how beautiful that is. Take a little zoom into that pathway. Look at that. Under this gorgeous tree that is in such a beautiful bloom. All right, we'll walk up and through, and then we'll be back to the tree hive. Everything's got that nice, this time of day glow. Oh, that's a cute little alley too. Cute little cottagey place. Funny how different all the places are, right? Oh, look at those colors. That's different, isn't it? This place here went up in a matter of days, honestly. They're like those shipping container buildings. They basically put a bunch of shipping containers together, essentially, and made these tiny apartments for people. Whoa, look at this one. Oh, and this one. They got some character, don't they? Look how close they are. They're touching each other. The big guy's petting little Shaggy. See? I imagination. I make my world magic because I see things like these two trees touching and the big one petting the little Shaggy on the head. Look at this one. It branches out though, and it's touching this one. See? The energy is getting passed down from the one to the next, and this one's also touching that one over there, and this one's touching the rose bush. Oh yeah, that's quite the fuzzy bush right there. What a beautiful collection of creatures, all so close and touching and caring and loving each other, just like we can all do. It's a lovely example, isn't it? The forsythia, that's that yellow bush over there. Forsythia, it comes so early in the season, and then she's gone. You can see the flowers falling right there. Yep. Forsythia is beautiful and yellow, and it comes out first thing in the season, and it helps us all feel happy. So thank you, Forsythia, even though she's just about gone. And ooh, over there we see a particular bush that's really my favorite bush. I mean, I can't say that because, you know, obviously I love all of these plants so much. But that right there is a giant lilac bush. And let me tell you, lilac is one of my favorite smells in the whole world, and it comes out just in time for my birthday, which is at the end of the month. So there's another little blooming bush, and hey, there's the tree hive in the sky over there. That's where we broadcast from many a day. Some bigger houses over here. Look at this cutie, 103. Tell me that is not adorable. It looks like it could be somewhere out in the country. It is cute. Cute as anything. Okay. We're almost there. We'll see if there's anything blooming in this park, and if there's not, I'll say sayonara. But I thought, we'll just come up and see if there's anything in full bloom up here. Other than our hearts. Our hearts are in full bloom after this wizarding walk together. Lots of beautiful flowers in that spot over there. Take one more zoom in. Oh, look at it looks like wildflower field. They've just let anything happen there, and I like it. I approve. And big trees. Grateful for this moment in time. Grateful for being able to broadcast beautiful energy out into the world, share all these magical colors, and my personal intention for peace, protection, and prosperity for thee and thine loved ones, because you know I care. I truly do. I love you. And there's so much more to come. There's so much more to come. We're at something like day 70 of 100 live streams, so find us again soon. I'm thinking there's one more tree. It's a lovely light pale yellow tree yet again. So we're going into the message here one more time of this particular broadcast. The magic message that has come out is that yes, have a healthy ego. Yes, be courageous and confident and let nothing stop your dreams. However, remain soft, remain pliable, remain loving, remain vulnerable. And look, the fountain's on. The fountain is on. We get to go. I've been waiting to show you guys this fountain for a while. It hasn't been on. Under some lights. Look at the energy there. Ooh. And this big boulder over here makes a nice sound too. Along with the rain. Drip, drip, and a bubble, bubble, bubble. The mist making the stars out of the lights. How true is that? The gorgeous colors of nature in this rock. Obviously quite a lot of iron content in the water. It turns it quite red. Lovely place. So close to home, which is right there, way up at the tree hive in the sky. Alright, we're gonna walk past this last tree. And the gardens here that are all cleared out, they're ready to be planted. We'll say that our gardens are also cleared out and we are ready to plant and grow new things with our confident selves and stay soft and vulnerable and loving along with our courage and our confidence and our willingness to co-create. All right. That is it for tonight, sweet ones. I'll see you again really, really soon. Buzz back anytime. And don't forget to check out mojomagic.com and message me anywhere on social medias if you'd like to connect personally as well. Bye for now.